So Trump's disastrous UK visit has already ended. Oh, amazing, it has ended. And of course the rota is back to talking about Harry and Meghan. There's discussions about that, how like, oh, the reconciliation, it's literally like they're back to doing that. That's how desperate they are. Like they're back to talking about Harry and having Harry back, and Harry reconciling with Charles, and Harry working as a, working as a 50-50 member of the royal family. So there's a clip that's again making rounds. It happened about this royal expert during Harry's UK visit, and again it's making rounds. There's a discussion about that. Why it's making rounds, I don't know. Is it making rounds? It is. Do I want to talk about it? Of course. Do I want us to have a discussion? Absolutely. Because it was okay. It was like, oh, I spoke so fast. I'm sorry guys, I got so anyway. So there's a clip about this royal expert. You remember the same royal expert who admitted to the fact that Meghan won when her show was released, when Netflix signed, another fast look deal with them. And she said like, hey, Meghan won. Let's just accept that and eat humble pie. Well, the same one is in the news again, and this time admitting to the fact that, William is really rattled if Harry want to go back, as a part-time working member of the royal family. Like, we know that, right? And she spoke a lot of things which some of people are like, no, we don't agree, and that is like, okay, we know that. Anyway, without further ado, have a look at this.
Well, I think he was probably asked the direct question, why were you airing your dirty laundry? And he took issue with that. He would have been wiser, you are right, not to do so. I mean, this was an interview primarily about his time in Ukraine, but he was clearly asked some personal questions, and Harry can't seem to resist the temptation to talk about personal matters when he would have been better to stay quiet about it. But I'm not surprised he doesn't have any regrets or any conscience, as he put it, about not airing his dirty laundry. He says, and I find this a little bit difficult, he said that there was a difficult message to deliver, and he felt and feels that he did it in the best possible way. Now, I don't think he did it in the best possible way. Family matters like this and disputes are far better resolved in private. And I hope that going forward, that is what he will do. But I think there will be a certain amount of dismay at the palace and in royal circles that he has spoken in these personal terms at all.
Yeah, well, it seems to me that, of course, he's trying desperately to get back into the royal circle somehow. He's made some, well, I would say very unroyal-like comments about his father's health in the past. He's now, of course, met with Charles for the first time in 19 months. It's a very long time, particularly when, his two young children haven't even been to the United Kingdom. But, of course, we can't talk about that meeting without talking about the reaction, or the alleged reaction, by Prince William, who is, of course, still supposedly not giving any leeway to his relationship with Harry. He doesn't want Harry anywhere near Britain, supposedly. Jenny, it seems to me there's no chance of reconciliation. Do you think it's ever possible?
I would say never say never. Families are complicated, and this dispute goes back a long way now. And I think that William has more or less put Harry out of his mind and out of his heart for the last few years. He's had a lot to contend with, as we know, William. And I think he just hasn't had room to think about this issue. Now, it's become more complicated because Harry has come back to the Britain. He played an absolute blinder last week. He was brilliant, an absolute natural with the crowds. The crowds went huge, but they were certainly very enthusiastic. He is a popular character in certain circles, and he used to be the most popular royalist. I don't think he wants a full-time job back in the UK. I don't think he wants to live back in the UK, but he would like the halfway house, which he tried to achieve, he and Meghan tried to achieve 5 years ago. And that is going to complicate things for William if Harry's back here more frequently and has a relationship again with their father, or as Harry called him. And I thought this was rather nice. Harry called him my dad. He said, I have to put my focus now for the next year or so on my dad. It's unusual, really. He normally says father or papa. And I think that would signal that, he really does love his dad and he wants to see more of him.
So there's so much that's happening in that clip, guys. There's a lot that is happening in that clip. We're going to just break it down. So first things. Harry, they want Harry not to address matters personally. They're saying like, oh no, you need to keep it in between the family. You should not go to the public. You should not address it in between yourself. No, They don't want Harry to address matters personally so that they can lie and spin the narrative in their favor. They don't want Harry talking about it in the public. So the leftover royals will go brief the media, lie about Harry and Meghan, and then they don't want Harry to talk about it so that they can spin and write lies. That's what this woman means, which says, no, Harry, you're not supposed to talk about this in public. Harry can do whatever he wants, be it in public, in private. He's his own man. He can do actually whatever the F he wants. And also they say, resolved in private. How do you expect Harry to resolve matters in private when you have the leftover royals constantly briefing the UK media about him and his wife? And then they end up attacking and abusing them. And then when he stands up for himself and his wife, he's the bad guy. Did you know how that is just so stupid, honestly? That is just, how do you cannot resolve something in private when the people who you want them to resolve in private constantly are literally dishing things and lying about you so that you're to smear you. Come on now. And then another one, she said Harry is desperate to go back to the UK. Oh no, here we go again. If there's one thing Harry doesn't want, and I don't think Harry wants to go back to that toxic farm. Harry's not desperate to go back. Seriously, let's just call a spade a spade. Harry is not desperate to go back to that toxic royal institution. He has a great life right now. We see that. Man is surfing. Man is having a good time. He's happy. His peace is private. He has privacy. He can do things he's always wanted to do ever since he was a young boy. And he has an amazing wife by his side and happy. Do you think this man is going to give all that up and go back to... Really? And then Archie and Lilibet, there's like, oh, Archie and Lilibet have not been in the UK for a very long time. They need to see Charles. And I'm like, here we go again. Charles knows where Montecito is, right? Charles knows where US is, right? Where California is. This man can literally go visit his grandbabies. But he has never bothered to do so. Again, he is the reason why Harry cannot bring Archie and Lilibet to the UK. You know why? This man has refused to give them security. How do you expect him to bring his kids to a country that's not safe for them? You should be telling Charles, hey Charles, you need to ask Harry for forgiveness so that you meet your grandbabies, not the other way around. And then I said, they're like, oh, William is not interested in ever reconciling with Harry. That's funny. You know why that's funny? It's like they think Harry wants to reconcile with William. I have never, interviews where I've never seen Harry. Harry does not even talk about William. You know, that's very interesting. No, he's not mentioned William. So I think he's one of the people who just generally does not even care. Like, he's not in any way, shape or form interested in reconciling with William. That is so obvious. He's never ever even mentioned anything. And they think, just because William does not want to reconcile with Harry, Harry's going to cry. It's like, oh, my brother William does not want to reconcile with me. That's... If there's one person I'm sure that does not even want to entertain or be in the same place with is literally his own brother, William. So, William, stop kidding yourself. Harry's not in one bit interested in reconciling with you either. And then they're like, Harry used to be the most popular royal. Who are you kidding? Used to? Just recently, Google experts released their data and it showed that Harry and Meghan are the most popular royals, most Googled. They have over 2 million searches. Harry was leading and then Meghan. Again, they can rely on the emotional support polls that they lay to stroke William and Kate's and the leftover royals' egos. But one thing we know, Harry is still the most popular member of the royal family. He was in the UK. They covered the stations where they came to a standstill, like, Harry. They were literally waking up early to get a glimpse of this man. They were excited to have footage of Harry. They were excited to be in Harry's presence, to be at Harry's event, to cover them. And now they want us to believe that he's still not popular. Who are you kidding? And then I love how she said if Harry's back in the UK more frequently, it's going to complicate things more for William. We know why it's going to complicate things for William, because William knows that no one will be interested in him, and let's say he's king, no one would be interested. Imagine being king and your younger brother is more popular than you, is more loved than you. So of course the man is rattled. It's gonna bring problems because he's like, I've done everything to get rid of you and you're back. And the people love you. Like, people really love you, and then there's me. So we know, that's obvious. We know that William is rattled. He does not want Harry being in the UK because that means he's going to be overshadowed. He's going to be outshined, and people love Harry. And one thing about Harry, he delivers. He's a doer. He walks. He has accomplishments. Look at Invictus. Look at what he's done with Diana Awards. It's so many things. Not the UK visit alone tells you everything, and that's why after the UK media saw that, they so desperately want him back. They even now willing that he takes a 50-50 offer, 50 in, 50 out. And when Harry offered it in the first place, they condemned him for it. But now that Harry, please be making more monthly visits in the UK. It would be so amazing. So William, again, I think after seeing the UK visit being a success, remember this man scrambled to fix last minute schedules to appear that he's working just to try overshadow his brother, and it backfired because nobody was interested in what he had going on, and the media just kept talking Harry this. Then boom, when you least expected, man's in Ukraine. And again, he breaks the internet. And again, the one incandescent with rage pops up and is like, oh, I also wanted to go to Ukraine. I wanted to, but I was told it's dangerous. So that was my idea. Why are you in Ukraine? Why are you making me look pathetic? You know, that man never stops throwing tantrums. It's always we know. So guys, let me know what you think about this. This discussion is happening on the internet right now, and I wanted you guys to chime in on it. Tell me what you think. What do you think about this? Lady, do you feel like we know most of the things that she said? Like, we've been knowing, there's no surprise, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Herald. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.